Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at the KUMIO 1-quart automatic ice cream maker with compressor. So I'm going to take you along with me as I make one of my favorite protein ice creams, and then after that we'll go through a list of some pros and cons and help you figure out if this one is a great ice cream maker for you. So my favorite protein ice cream, I pour in some Fairlife protein shake, some pudding mix, protein powder, some peanut butter, and then I'm ready to go. I just put it into the machine, turn it on, and select the ice cream mode. Then I just let it get to work, and it does everything for me. Once it's reached the correct temperature, it just turns off, and I'm ready to go. And this is the perfect consistency. It is so smooth and so creamy. It just makes it perfectly every single time. So now let's get into some pros and cons. So one of the biggest pros for me is that there's no pre-freezing involved, which is unique for this product. A lot of other ice cream makers that you see out there, you have to freeze the container overnight for at least 24 hours. I don't want that. Whenever I want ice cream, I want to be able to go ahead and make it. So that to me is just a huge, huge pro. Maybe you're a little bit more into planning than I am, and you know that you can remember to put it in the fridge 24 hours in advance, but for me and for a lot of other people, that's not necessarily the case. So I think that's a huge, huge bonus of this product. The second pro for me is that this is all machine washable. So if we take this off here, the mixer pops out, the motor part easily pops out, and of course the actual container in here comes out. And all of these parts are machine washable, so you can just throw in the dishwasher. That's another difference between a lot of other ice cream makers out there, is that they're only hand washable. And I hate hand washing dishes. So this just makes it so much faster to clean and so much easier. So it is a really, really big pro for me. And then finally, it temperature senses. So whenever it's done, it automatically beeps and goes into a cooling mode, so it just stays cold enough, but it stops spinning. So I think that's really intuitive of this product. I think that's a great feature. You don't have to keep an eye on it. You don't have to set a timer. I think it just makes it a lot easier. Now, there are a few downsides to this product as well. It is a bit loud because it does have that compressor in it to make it cold. So not that, you can't have a conversation over this or anything. You definitely can, but it is a little bit on the annoying side. Another con to this is that the mixer paddle in here tends to get stuck in the can here just because it kind of gets frozen in with the ice cream. So whenever I'm taking it out, it kind of gets stuck in here, and I kind of have to dig the ice cream out around it until I can get this loose enough to pull it out. Not really much we can do to prevent this. That is one downside. Just a little bit annoying, but it doesn't really affect quality or anything. The other downside is that, unlike some other products, it's a little harder to add mix-ins in once you've already started. So usually you want to add mix-ins partially the way through so that they can kind of get interspersed once it's become a little bit creamier. For this, there's not really a great way to do that. You kind of just have to take off the top and try to get the paddle out and add them in and then restart it. So I don't really love that about it. I feel like it's a little bit harder to kind of get your mix-ins mixed thoroughly and evenly. But overall, I really, really like this ice cream maker. It is one of my favorite kitchen appliances. So if you're looking for an ice cream maker, definitely give this one a shot. You're not going to regret it.